सो फैटी एसिड्स में बेटा व्हाट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर हियर इज कि ऑल ऑफ यू नो शॉर्ट चेन फैटी एसिड्स होते हैं, मीडियम चेन फैटी एसिड्स होते हैं, बट आई विल जस्ट राइट द मेन पॉइंट्स हियर. फैटी एसिड्स की क्लासिफिकेशन, देयर आर डिफरेंट वेज ऑफ क्लासिफाइंग फैटी एसिड्स. ठीक है, सो एक तो तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए व्हाट आर असेंशियल फैटी एसिड्स. Essential fatty acids, as it is clear from the word itself, they cannot be synthesized in the body. They have to be provided from outside, right? So always remember linoleic acid, right? Linolenic acid, arachidonic acid. These are the three essential fatty acids. Now two have been added more, which are docosahexaenoic acid, and eicosapentaenoic acid. ठीक है, you know it has 18 carbon atoms, 2 double bonds. It has 18 carbon atoms, it has 3 double bonds. This has 20 carbon atoms, it has 4 double bonds. बाकी ये डिकोसाहेक्सानोइक एसिड, इसमें 10 कार्बन एटम्स होते हैं, इट ऑल्सो हैज 4 डबल बॉन्ड्स. अब लाइनोलेक एसिड को हम बोलते हैं इट इज द मोस्ट असेंशियल वन. Linoleic acid is most essential. Why? Because it is required for the synthesis of arachidonic acid and PLP is required for this process. Linoleic acid is the most essential one. Okay, because it synthesizes arachidonic acid. अब उसके बाद nowadays the classification which we people follow is omega system of classification. और ये जो omega है, this is the farthest carbon atom. So different classifications are there. एक है omega 3, right? एक है omega 6. इससे ज्यादा डिटेल की जरूरत नहीं है. ओमेगा 3 में आता है हमारा DHA एंड लाइनोलेनिक एसिड एंड EPA, इकोसापेंटानोइक एसिड, राइट. और यहां पे हमारा आता है लाइनोलेइक एसिड एंड एराकिडोनिक एसिड, राइट. एंड these are considered to be कार्डियोप्रोटेक्टिव. ये क्वेश्चन आया है, ओमेगा 3 इज कंसिडर्ड टू बी कार्डियोप्रोटेक्टिव. बिकॉज कई बार ना इन लोग क्वेश्चन दे देते हैं रिचेस्ट सोर्स ऑफ दिस, रिचेस्ट सोर्स, जैसे यू कैन से लाइनोलेइक में क्या है, HAS एंड LPL. बेटा मैं बताती हूँ अभी, व्हेन वी विल डिस्कस द मेटाबॉलिज्म देन आई विल टेल यू अबाउट दिस. ठीक है, सो इसमें क्वेश्चन यही आ जाता है कि like omega 3, what is the difference between omega 3 omega 6? सिंपल सी बात है, omega is the farthest carbon atom, then वहां से थर्ड पोजीशन पे will be the first double bond and यहाँ पे 6th पोजीशन पे भी will be the double bond. So this is way of classifying. Then ये जो DHA है ना, docosahexaenoic acid, this is actually important for the development of the brain. जैसे नॉर्मली हम लोग क्या कहते हैं कि मदर्स मिल्क से मिलता है, जैसे कहते हैं ना कि DHA, बॉर्नवीटा हैज मोर DHA, कॉम्प्लान हैज मोर DHA, लाइक दैट. और इकोसापेंटानोइक एसिड क्या है, इट इज प्रेजेंट इन फिश ऑयल, कॉड लिवर ऑयल एंड ऑल. ठीक है, सो दिस इज ओमेगा सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन एंड दीज आर एसेंशियल फैटी एसिड्स. फिर एक ट्रांस फैटी एसिड्स भी होते हैं. ट्रांस फैटी एसिड्स आर हार्मफुल फॉर द बॉडी. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, ट्रांस फैटी एसिड्स are harmful. Why? Because they increase the concentration of TGs, they increase cholesterol. And yes, one thing, I have also some charts lying with me. So what I'll do is once the class is over, maybe by tomorrow, because today to you people will be exhausted, so tomorrow I will just post those charts with for you. It will be a help. Like otherwise, if you want to make charts, then to you cannot forget if you are writing something from your pen. So you will automatically try to memorize that in a better way. ठीक है, so TFAs क्या होते हैं, trans fatty acids which increase the concentration of TGs and they are harmful or they are responsible for increasing CHDs, coronary heart diseases. ठीक है, so ये हो गया हमारा fatty acids, little bit about fatty acids. फिर एक और चीज इसमें, palmitic acid is a saturated fatty acid. Just remember this, saturated fatty acid. ठीक है, because, और coconut oil is very good for health. Coconut oil is MUFA, monounsaturated fatty acid. And you can say that richest source of linoleic acid is safflower oil. Safflower oil is rich in linoleic acid. Right, so this is something about the dietary requirement. Then after this we come over to next thing. Dr. Doolittle. Do more. It should be do more. Name of a music band, I really don't know. I think IBMI music band. Right, so after this then we come over to the actual metabolism, जिसमें what we are going to study is lipogenesis. Now you will understand the concept of this, and lipolysis. Right, अब now see, lipogenesis माने obviously synthesis of lipids. कहां पे होता है? It occurs in the cytoplasm. Right, lipolysis occurs in the mitochondria because mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cell. ठीक है, then elongation कहां पे होती है? Elongation occurs in the endoplasmic reticulum. ठीक है, एंड इफ वी टॉक अबाउट लाइपोलाइसिस, वी ऑल नो, चलो वो हम अलग टेबल में बनाते हैं, आई डोंट वांट टू कंफ्यूज यू पीपल. देन rate limiting enzyme of lipogenesis. Rate limiting enzyme of lipogenesis is acetyl coenzyme A carboxylase. As such, lipolysis का कोई rate limiting enzyme नहीं है. यहाँ पे there are two enzymes which work. एक होता है lipoprotein lipase और एक होता है hormone sensitive lipase, whose differences I'll tell you after this. ठीक है, then obviously since it is occurring in the normal in the cytoplasm, तो you can say, अब होता क्या है कि precursor of fatty acid is acetyl coenzyme A, which is present in the mitochondria. So when it has to be transported from the mitochondria to the cytoplasm, the shuttle is used, and that shuttle is citrate shuttle. Right, and similarly, if any fatty acid has to undergo breakdown, it has to be transported again. Are coconut oil, yes, it is a saturated fatty acid. Yeah, yes, it is a saturated fatty acid. It resembles the functions of that. Yeah, it is a saturated fatty acid. I'll just correct it. 1 second. Right, ठीक है. हाँ, so lipogenesis में you can say citrate shuttle is required, and lipolysis में carnitine shuttle is there. What is a shunt? बेटा shunt वो होती है जिसका कोई end product नहीं होता है. A shunt is the one which does not have an end product. जैसे there are two shunts which are very important in the body: Rapoport Luebring shunt and HMP shunt. Carnitine shuttle. Okay, so what is this carnitine? Always remember, ये जो carnitine है, this is basically derived from lysine and methionine. This is basically, इसका नाम पता है क्या है? बीटा हाइड्रोक्सी गामा ट्राइमिथाइल अमोनियम ब्यूटाइरेट. अमोनियम ब्यूटाइरेट. ठीक है. So you can say citrate shuttle and carnitine shuttle are the two shuttle systems which are required in lipogenesis and lipolysis. Then lipogenesis में a very important role is played by this fatty acid synthase complex. It is an example of multi-enzyme complex. Right? And then you can say, अच्छा हाँ एक और question आता है, I have to discuss that also. 1 second. Okay, and if we talk about the regulation may always remember insulin promotes lipogenesis and glucagon inhibits lipogenesis. On the other hand, if we come to this lipolysis में लाइपोप्रोटीन लाइपेस में इंसुलिन प्रमोट्स इट, ठीक है, और हार्मोन सेंसिटिव लाइपेस में इंसुलिन इनहिबिट्स इट. अब इसको लर्न करने के लिए बेटा आई विल जस्ट टेल यू लर्न कैसे करेंगे इसको. देखो, इफ वी टॉक अबाउट हार्मोन सेंसिटिव लाइपेस, ये कहां पे प्रेजेंट है? इट इज प्रेजेंट इन द एडिपोज टिश्यू. ओके, चलो इसको और हम सिंपल करते हैं. तुम लोग आपस में बातें करना छोड़ो. दिस यू कैन डिस्कस लेटर ऑन ऑल्सो. अभी राइट नाउ जस्ट फोकस ऑन दिस. ओके, एंड वॉट एवर क्वेरीज आर हाउरिंग योर माइंड, नो, जस्ट नोट देम डाउन ऑन अ कॉपी एंड पेन, सो यू कैन आस्क मी आफ्टर दैट ऑल्सो. ठीक है. सो अभी LPL और HSL में HSL हार्मोन सेंसिटिव, राइट, इसको वैसे भी हम इट इज प्रेजेंट इन द एडिपोज टिश्यू. अब इंसुलिन क्या? इट इज एन एनाबॉलिक हार्मोन. हाउ कैन इट प्रमोट कैटाबॉलिज्म? अब लाइपोप्रोटीन लाइपेज, यू विल ऑल्सो थिंक कि लाइपोप्रोटीन लाइपेज भी तो डिग्रेड कर रहा है, बट इट इज डिग्रेडिंग लाइपोप्रोटीन विच इज हेल्पिंग, विच इज प्रेजेंट इन द एंडोथेलियल लेयर. सो ये क्या करेगा? इट विल हेल्प इन द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ फैट इनसाइड. सो दिस इज द बेसिक, यस, दिस इज द बेसिक डिफरेंस इन द फंक्शन. और सिंपल करने के लिए जस्ट रिमेंबर हार्मोन सेंसिटिव लाइपेज मीन्स that lipase which is degrading fat which is sensitive to hormone. And how it is sensitive? It is being inhibited by insulin being a anabolic hormone. And lipoprotein lipase का function is ulta. It is helping in the formation of TGs. यानी कि it is ultimately forming the fats. Right? So that is why it will be promoted by insulin. Got my point? जिसने पूछा था ये क्वेश्चन क्लियर हो गया बेटा? ठीक है. दिस इज द बेसिक डिफरेंस. अब इसमें यस, अब इसमें व्हाट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर इज, बिकॉज क्वेश्चन उस पे आता है, सो आई जस्ट वांट टू मेंशन अबाउट कार्निटीन शटल. ठीक है, कार्निटीन शटल में व्हाट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर इज दैट कार्निटीन अबाउट द एंजाइम्स, और वो क्या एंजाइम्स आए हैं? दैट CPT1, राइट, it is present in the outer mitochondrial membrane. All of you must be knowing the full form, carnitine palmitoyl transferase 1, right? और इसको हम सिंपल palmitoyl की जगह acyl transferase 1 भी बोल सकते हैं. And CP2 is present in the inner mitochondrial membrane. राइट. सो कार्निटीन शटल में क्या है कि इट इज बेसिकली ट्रांसपोर्टिंग दिस फैटी एसिड इनटू द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया सो दैट अंडरगो ऑक्सीडेशन. अब देन इफ वी कम ओवर टू ऑक्सीडेशन, देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ कार्बन एटम्स. सो इफ वी टॉक अबाउट बीटा ऑक्सीडेशन, always remember whenever we talk about beta oxidation, short chain fatty acids and medium chain fatty acid does not require carnitine for their transport. Just keep it in mind. My pleasure, Trinity. Okay. So beta oxidation of long chain fatty acids will be in the matrix of mitochondria. It will be in the matrix of mitochondria. ठीक है. Then beta oxidation of very long chain fatty acids will be in the peroxisomes. Right. And if we talk about the end products, in beta oxidation, odd chain fatty acids will give propanol coenzyme A, right? And even chain fatty acids will give acetyl CoA, right? Peroxisomes में very long chain fatty acids will undergo beta oxidation and the end products will be octanoyl CoA plus acetyl CoA, right? If we talk about alpha oxidation occurs in the peroxisomes and to some extent in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum also, right? And alpha oxidation की जरूरत क्यों पड़ती है? Because what happens is on the beta carbon atom methyl group is there, so that particular oxidation is defective, so it has to undergo alpha oxidation. ठीक है? Then comes omega oxidation, क्योंकि omega carbon atom भी है, so omega oxidation. It occurs mainly in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and it leads to dicarboxylic acids. Right? So this is the presence. कहाँ पे हो रहा है? And these are the end products. Right? And this is the name of the process. Right? So ये चीज आपको एक तो you have to learn this by heart because again this is very very important. मतलब you should know beta oxidation of very long chain fatty acids and this. Or one more thing, in very long chain fatty acids in peroxisomes, no FADH2 is produced. No FADH2. Instead, H2O2 is produced because peroxisomes are there. तो hydrogen peroxide होएगा ही होएगा, which will be broken down by catalase enzyme. ठीक है? Then after this, what are the inborn error of metabolism in this? Now, if we talk about the inborn errors of metabolism एक है इसमें MCAT deficiency, right? MCAT deficiency, medium chain acyl dehydrogenase deficiency will be there. So इसमें क्या हो जाएगा? इसमें सीधा you can say hypoglycemia will be there, right? Second is your, and deficiency of MCAT can also lead to SIDS, right? Then the most important one is Zellweger's syndrome. Zellweger syndrome में what happens is, this is an example of peroxisomal biogenesis disorder. I'll just explain this because this is important. Peroxisomal biogenesis disorder. What is happening is, I told you that very long chain fatty acids, they have to enter in the peroxisomes. ठीक है? They require a protein which is expressed by the gene. So if this is absent, this is not expressed, there will be increased concentration of very long chain fatty acids which will accumulate in your heart, brain and kidneys, leading to cerebrohepatorenal syndrome. Hepatorenal syndrome also. So this is important, इस पे question आता है. Then fourth important thing is Refsum's disease, a very very important one, Refsum's disease. Refsum's disease में the deficient enzyme is alpha phytate oxidase. So basically होता क्या है कि this plays a very very important role in the brain. ओके, सो अब ये अल्फा फाइटेट ऑक्सीडेज, दिस एंजाइम इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द डिग्रेडेशन ऑफ फाइटैनिक एसिड। और ये जो फाइटैनिक एसिड है ना, इट इज प्रेजेंट इन जैसे ग्रीन लीफी वेजिटेबल्स हो गए, इवन मिल्क ऑल्सो हैज फाइटैनिक एसिड। आई जस्ट राइट मिल्क एंड ग्रीन लीफी वेजिटेबल्स जहां पे क्लोरोफिल इज देयर। तो दिस फाइटैनिक एसिड इज ब्रोकन, but when this enzyme is absent, there will be accumulation of this phytanic acid. So what happens is the infant who is suffering from this will be unable to digest phytanic acid. ठीक है, so it can lead to, what are the main clinical features? It can lead to retinitis pigmentosum, very important, and there will be increase in other CSF proteins also. Right, so this is a Refsum's disease, and obviously you can say कि again यहाँ पे mental retardation हो जाएगी क्योंकि this plays a very very important role in the brain. Right, एक आती है इसमें लास्ट जिसपे कई क्वेश्चन तो नहीं आया बट स्टिल इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट, जमाइकन वॉमिटिंग सिकनेस। वॉमिटिंग सिकनेस, इसमें व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि जितने भी ना, दिस इज बेसिकली अ ट्राइब डिजीज, सो द पीपल हु आर स्टेइंग इन दैट जमाइका साउथ अफ्रीका, सो दे ईट दिस अनराइप अकी फ्रूट। तो ये जो अनराइप अकी फ्रूट है ना, इसमें क्या होता है, इसमें एक टॉक्सिन होता है, ठीक है, विच इज हाइपोग्लाइसिन। Yes, Refsum's disease leads to this. This is also known as 4 main clinical manifestations of this. ठीक है, because it plays a very very important role in the brain also. Yes, correct. Right. So this unripe अकी fruit, तो इसमें hypoglycine होता है, तो it tends to bring the level of glucose down. So these are the 4 main disorders which are related to our fatty acid oxidation. The most important one, most frequently asked question in the exam, Zellweger syndrome. ठीक है, सो ये क्या है, दिस इज लाइपोलाइसिस। अब क्लियर हो गया बेटा डिफरेंस, बिकॉज HSL एंड लाइपोप्रोटीन लाइपेस ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इट। हमेशा याद रखना कि इंसुलिन बीइंग अ कैटाबॉलिक हार्मोन, इंसुलिन क्या करेगा, इंसुलिन एनाबॉलिक हार्मोन, बट इंसुलिन क्योंकि लाइपोलाइसिस इज अ कैटाबॉलिक प्रोसेस, सो इंसुलिन उसको इनहिबिट करेगा। ठीक है, राइट। क्लियर बेटा? ओके, सो ये हो गया हमारा लाइपोजेनेसिस, लाइपोलाइसिस कहाँ कहाँ पे होता है। देन आफ्टर दिस वी कम ओवर टू, क्योंकि लिपिड्स एक ऐसा टॉपिक है जो इतना वास्ट है जिसपे मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, राइट। देन आफ्टर दिस वी कम ओवर टू कीटोजेनेसिस, राइट। अब कीटोजेनेसिस, ओके, जब तुम लोग थम्स अप देते रहते हो ना, तो मतलब आई ऑल्सो फील रिलैक्स्ड कि चलो यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग। देन वी कम ओवर टू कीटोजेनेसिस। अब वी ऑल नो कीटोजेनेसिस है, ketone bodies are there, the synthesis of ketone bodies. Site of ketogenesis is the mitochondrial fraction of the liver, mitochondria in the liver. ठीक है, and there are 3 ketone bodies, acetone, acetoacetate and beta hydroxybutyrate. Since acetoacetate is a primary ketone body, right, and acetone is a secondary ketone body, beta hydroxybutyrate is a secondary ketone body, right, and acetoacetate and beta hydroxybutyrate are acids. तभी हम कहते हैं कि whenever there is increased concentration of the acids, it leads to ketoacidosis automatically, क्योंकि acids हैं, So when the concentration will increase, it will lead to metabolic acidosis also. Metabolic acidosis is related to increased concentration of ketone bodies, so pH will drop down. ठीक है? And then the precursor is acetyl coenzyme A. And the rate limiting enzyme, I should say, it is HMG CoA-lyase. And if we talk about the concentration of ketone bodies, the concentration of ketone bodies is less than 1 milligram per dl. Right? And we know if the concentration of ketone bodies increases in the blood, we call it ketonemia, ketonuria, and if it is associated with diabetes, it becomes diabetic ketoacidosis, because ketoacidosis. And we all know that during starvation and diabetes, there is yes, very good, Sanskriti, yes. Okay, so during you can say starvation and diabetes, there is increased concentration of ketone bodies. Then after this, the test for the detection of ketone bodies, very, very important question again, Rothra's test. Given by only acetoacetate. ठीक है, not by रेट. बेटा इसमें पता है क्या होता है, देखो रेट लिमिटिंग एंजाइम हम दोनों को बोलते हैं. आई जस्ट टेल यू वाई HMG कोई सिंथेस दिया हुआ है बुक्स में, आइडियली इट शुड बी लाइस. Why they have written is synthase? Because if you remember that ketone bodies की synthesis और cholesterol biosynthesis is the same till the formation of HMG CoA. ठीक है, so कई बुक्स में क्या दिया हुआ है, in some books it is written as both. Getting my point? दोनों ही दिया हुआ है because HMG CoA is the one which is the prime you can say metabolite which is synthesized in both. So if it undergoes splitting, it will form ketone body. If it undergoes reduction, it will form cholesterol. So अगर हम वैसे देखें, so HMG CoA synthase भी है, HMG CoA lyase भी है. Okay, and not given by beta hydroxybutyrate. Even though this is the primary ketone body main in decay. साइट्स याद नहीं रहते हैं बेटा. साइट देखो, चलो इसको और थोड़ा सा सिंप्लीफाई मैं कर देती हूँ. माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया में होते हैं, आरबीसीज में कुछ नहीं होगा. व्हाई? बिकॉज इन आरबीसीज, अरे वाह, हाँ यस, बिकॉज इन आरबीसीज लैक माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, और लिवर में होते हैं. एंड यू नो यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ कीटोन बॉडीज इज नेवर बाय द लिवर. दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. व्हाई यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ कीटोन बॉडीज इज नेवर बाय द लिवर? बिकॉज द लिवर लैक thiophorease enzyme. I'll just write it down also. Wait. पहले I'll just write about Rothra's test. तो Rothra's test is given only by acetoacetate, not by beta hydroxybutyrate. And acetone जो होता है ना बेटा, acetone is volatile, तो वो उड़ जाता है. तभी हम कहते हैं कि if a person is chronic diabetic, तो उसमें क्या होता है, वो fruity smell भी आती है. Right? Yes, you are right. Correct. Already N has given the answer कि liver lack thiophorease enzyme. Lacks thiophorease. So utilization by only extrahepatic tissues. ठीक है, हमारा जो लिवर है ना बेचारा, इसके पास थायोफोरेस नहीं होता है. लैक्स. तो इसीलिए कीटोन बॉडीज ट्रैवल एंड दे गिव एनर्जी. और अभी ये जो ऑर्गन्स की बात करी थी, how acetyl coenzyme is a trigger? Beta, I told you acetyl, ये this is a very interesting question, Shiva. See, I told you ये जो acetyl coenzyme ये है ना, it is a positive allosteric modulator for your pyruvate carboxylase, which is the main enzyme of gluconeogenesis. See, what is happening is ये acetyl coenzyme A है, right? It is being produced from glucose also, and it is combining with oxaloacetic acid, citrate and TCA cycle and pyruvic acid. Always remember, जैसे अगर हम starvation की बात लें, okay, and when this pyruvic acid is being converted into oxaloacetic acid, this is acting as a positive modulator for that. जैसे हम कहते हैं ना हाइपोग्लाइसीमिया इज देयर, एक नॉन कीटोटिक हाइपोग्लाइसीमिया होता है जिसमें कीटोन बॉडीज आर नॉट इन्वॉल्व्ड. सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग हियर इज कि जैसे स्टारवेशन में व्हाट विल हैपन, देयर विल बी ब्रेकडाउन ऑफ फैटी एसिड्स, बीटा ऑक्सीडेशन बढ़ जाएगा. व्हेन बीटा ऑक्सीडेशन विल बी मोर, एसिटाइल कोएंजाइम ए की प्रोडक्शन विल बी मोर. ये क्या करेगा, ये इसको भी स्टिमुलेट करेगा, साथ में ये क्या करेगा, ये कीटोन बॉडीज की सिंथेसिस भी बढ़ाएगा. Getting my point? So that is why during starvation, because starvation और DM दोनों एक ही कंडीशन है, ठीक है. डायबिटीज में क्या है, शुगर तो है बट वी कैन नॉट यूटिलाइज इट. स्टारवेशन में वी आर नॉट हैविंग एनीथिंग, सो ग्लूकोनियोजेनेसिस हैज टू बी ट्रिगर्ड. ग्लूकोनियोजेनेसिस व्हाई, बिकॉज it is the synthesis from non-carbohydrate precursors. And what is happening is, ये वाला process, तो this process is not occurring. This process is occurring. Proteins are being converted into this. And oxaloacetic acid aspartate is forming this. So many other reactions are in favor of that. Is it clear? Okay, so what I was trying to tell you here is, हाँ liver lags. हाँ, एक और चीज इसमें, रोथरास टेस्ट में there is formation of a violetish ring, because sometimes ना it is asked as a image based question also, कि मतलब ऐसे करके है एंड यहाँ पे एक वॉयलेट कलर की रिंग बन जाती है. सो यू कैन से दैट पॉजिटिव रोथरास टेस्ट इज देयर. ठीक है, सोडियम नाइट्रोक्लोराइड लेकर अमोनिया एवरीथिंग इज एडेड. एक गरहाट्स टेस्ट भी होता है, बट वेदर इट इज गरहाट्स, वेदर इट इज रोथरास, बोथ they will never be answered only by acetoacetate, not by beta hydroxybutyrate. The reason might be, thank you for the compliments. Okay, so yeah, so this is how the reaction is going. Clear? अच्छा हाँ, अब ये तो हो गया, दिस इज व्हाट इज कीटोजेनेसिस एंड कीटोलाइसिस. हाँ, आई वाज जस्ट टेलिंग यू अबाउट द ऑर्गन्स. देखो बेटा, इसमें तुम्हें ये चीज याद रखनी है. आई जस्ट टेल यू अबाउट 3. एक तो ब्रेन, हार्ट एंड आरबीसीस, राइट. वी नो देयर आर 3 stages: fed, fasting and prolonged fasting is starvation. So always remember, if we talk about the brain has to depend on glucose, but starvation mein it goes on ketone bodies. And heart depends on fatty acids, because fatty acids cannot cross the blood brain barrier. So brain depends on glucose, but our heart and brain both have to depend on ketone bodies. And regarding RBCs, poor chap, इनको तो 24 घंटे ग्लूकोज ही चाहिए, इनके पास तो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया भी नहीं होता है. So they have to depend on glucose, only glucose for energy. Yes. ठीक है. And this is what is the importance of ketone bodies, right? And ketone bodies are detected by Rothras test. फिर इसके साथ में पैरेलल में ही आ जाता है बायोसिंथेसिस ऑफ कोलेस्ट्रॉल. सो अभी जस्ट नाउ वन स्टूडेंट आस्क्ड नो बायोसिंथेसिस ऑफ कोलेस्ट्रॉल. इसमें बेटा इफ आई टॉक अबाउट दिस, what happens is, ये देखो, कोलेस्ट्रॉल की सिंथेसिस ऑलवेज अकर्स इन द साइटोप्लाज्म. ये चीज याद रखना, नॉट इन द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया. ठीक है. अब नाउ सी, दिस इज द रिएक्शन. एसिटाइल कोए, वन मोर एसिटाइल कोए, टाइल कोए. ठीक है. और ये क्या करता है, इट फॉर्म्स HMG कोए. So यहाँ पे what is happening is HMG-CoA synthase is the enzyme. Right. अब this HMG-CoA if it undergoes splitting, lyase, तो ये बना देगा ketone body acetoacetate. And if it undergoes reduction, it will form mevalonate reductase. It is going to form mevalonate, which via squalene isoprenoid units will form cholesterol. Right. That is why in some books this is written as rate limiting enzyme. Why? Because it is calculating the amount of HMG-CoA reductase या HMG-CoA which is going to enter either in the mitochondria or in the cytoplasm. इसलिए ये रेट लिमिटिंग एंजाइम है. बट लाइस को क्यों बोलते हैं? बिकॉज लाइस इज द वन विच इज डिग्रेडिंग बेसिकली HMG-CoA इनटू एसिटोएसिटेट. सो दिस कैन ऑल्सो बी अ रेट लिमिटिंग एंजाइम, दिस कैन ऑल्सो बी अ रेट लिमिटिंग एंजाइम. ठीक है. अब क्वेश्चन ये तुम पूछोगे कि दोनों में अगर दोनों ही आ जाते हैं तो क्या आंसर होगा? सो दोनों आ जाते हैं तो दिस विल बी द करेक्ट आंसर. ओके, दोनों अगर नहीं है, बिकॉज आई रिमेंबर वन क्वेश्चन जिसमें सिंथेस वाज नॉट गिवन, ओनली लाइस वाज गिवन. Right? So if both are there in the options, so then you have to go for synthase. And if both are not there, then you have to take this. 1 second, beta. I'll just open my door. 1 second. Clear? So that is why it is it can be synthase, it can be lyase. Got it? Yes. Okay. चलो अभी यहाँ पे हम we are discussing about, हाँ, so we are discussing about the biosynthesis of cholesterol. इसमें you just have to focus on one thing, that this HMG-CoA, if it undergoes reduction, it forms mevalonate, and which forms cholesterol. Right? And obviously HMG-CoA reductase is the rate limiting enzyme of cholesterol biosynthesis, and all the statins are the competitive inhibitors. ये क्वेश्चन आता है. राइट. अब कोलेस्ट्रॉल में तुम लोग को याद क्या करना है? यू हैव टू जस्ट रिमेंबर द फेट ऑफ कोलेस्ट्रॉल. फेट ऑफ कोलेस्ट्रॉल में भी यू नो कोलेस्ट्रॉल इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द सिंथेसिस ऑफ बाइल एसिड्स. नोबडी इज गोइंग टू आस्क यू कैसे होता है. ओनली थिंग इज द रेट लिमिटिंग एंजाइम, एंड द रेट लिमिटिंग एंजाइम इज 7-alpha hydroxylase. That's it. बस. So you can say that 7-alpha hydroxylase, and this is what is the function of HDL also. HDL cholesterol ko, it never let cholesterol to deposit on the extrahepatic tissues. It will bring more and more cholesterol to the liver so that it undergoes degradation to form bile acids. Right. So यहाँ पे we finish up with this, and the last topic which is left in lipids is fatty liver and lipotropic factors. And इस पे भी the most important point which has been asked is about whether in cytoplasm mitochondria. Okay, बेटा चलो इसके लिए भी I'll just give you one hint कि अरे वाह, climb, yes, I'll just come to that. हाँ, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर ऑल द एनाबॉलिक प्रोसेसेस जिनकी सिंथेसिस हो रही है ना, दे आर टेकिंग प्लेस इन द साइटोप्लाज्म. चलो आई राइट आफ्टर दिस आई राइट इट ऑल्सो. ओके, सो फैटी लिवर एंड लाइपोट्रोपिक फैक्टर्स. अभी जस्ट नाउ वन स्टूडेंट हैज ऑलरेडी गिवन द आंसर. यू नो फैटी लिवर का मतलब क्या होता है? लिवर बिकम्स फैटी. वाई? बिकॉज ऑफ द इन्फिल्ट्रेशन ऑफ द fats into that. Lipotropic factor, tropic माने movement किसकी? लिपिड की. तो they will allow the movement of fat from the liver, or they won't let them to deposit. और इसके लिए निमोनिक इज क्लाइंब. ठीक है, क्लाइंब में कोलिन आ गया, लेसिथिन आ गया, बेसिकली फॉस्फोलिपिड्स. इनोसिटॉल आ गया, मिथ्योनिन आ गया, एंड बीटेन आ गया. right? So these are the main lipotropic factors. Ab just now, all starvation wale reactions take place in mitochondria except gluconeogenesis. चलो, दिस इज वन वे ऑफ रिमेम्बरिंग. या सी, एवरी टाइम यू हैव टू, देखो जैसे हम लोग भी जब पढ़ते थे, हम लोग निमोनिक्स अपने एज पर अवर नीड बनाते थे. अब अगर सपोज इफ आई हैव टू मेक, अगर हम स्टार्टिंग से ही चलें यहीं पे, चलो आई जस्ट मेक द चार्ट हियर. हम लोगों ने क्या क्या प्रोसेसेस पढ़े हैं देखो. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट ग्लाइकोलिसिस, ठीक है, यू नो ग्लाइकोलिसिस अकर्स इन द साइटोसोल, राइट. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट ग्लूकोनियोजेनेसिस, हम ऐसे करते हैं, ठीक है. ग्लूकोनियोजेनेसिस अकर्स इन बोथ, यानी कि चलो दोनों ही लिख देती हूं मैं, साइटोप्लाज्म एंड माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, ठीक है. देन इफ वी टॉक अबाउट टीसीए साइकिल अकर्स इन द मैट्रिक्स ऑफ माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, ठीक है. इफ वी टॉक अबाउट ग्लाइकोजेनेसिस ऑल्सो अकर्स इन द साइटोप्लाज्म, ठीक है. इफ वी टॉक अबाउट एचएमपी शंट इज एन एनाबॉलिक प्रोसेस विच इज टेकिंग प्लेस इन द साइटोप्लाज्म, राइट. देन इसमें और क्या क्या है, मेन तो यही सारे हैं, ठीक है. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट फ्रक्टोज मेटाबॉलिज्म, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट गैलेक्टोज मेटाबॉलिज्म, तो उनके तो ऑर्गेन्स डिपेंड करते हैं, उनके में दे हैव नथिंग टू डू विद द फ्रैक्शंस. मतलब कंपार्टमेंट्स तुम्हें याद तब करने हैं, यस, कंपार्टमेंट्स यू हैव टू रिमेंबर इन most of the processes on which again the questions have been asked, ठीक है. एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट लाइपोजेनेसिस, सो लाइपोजेनेसिस का तो आई टोल्ड यू, वी हैव ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन्ड इन डिटेल. साइटोप्लाज्म में होता है, बट इलोंगेशन टेक्स प्लेस इन द एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम, इलोंगेशन इज देयर, ठीक है. एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट लाइपोलाइसिस तो होगा ही माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया में, बट इफ यू टॉक अबाउट माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, but if we talk about this alpha oxidation ki I have already made the slide, right? So I'll just make it like this, मतलब थोड़ा थोड़ा करके I'll just give this PDF to you and you have to sort it out because it's all jumbled up. Okay, ये process हो गया and this is the site, right? Yes, in the peroxisomes, वो slide मैंने already I have made that, correct. So this is all about our lipid metabolism. अब इसके बाद मतलब now we have finished, now after how many hours, roughly 3 hours, no 2.5 hours, yeah, we have finished first segment. अब इसमें फटाफट से I'll just explain one more thing to you. Now whether we are having, यहीं से बताती हूँ मैं तुम्हें. Now see here, I will tell you one important thing. अब whether we are having, अच्छा 3:30, oh my god, biochemistry is a vast subject beta, that's why. But चलो, main problem was with the metabolism because molecular biology में very few questions have been asked and straightforward questions आते हैं. So I don't think there will be any problem in discussing molecular biology and vitamins का. If you have understood the metabolism thoroughly, no, vitamins automatically will be clear to you. मतलब you have to tell me the answers for vitamins, ठीक है. अब whether we are having carbs, whether we are having fats, whether we are having proteins. Acha, you were there, yes, I remember your name. But in mega power course it was more of detailed kinds, ठीक है. If you want to study biochemistry, I can finish these in 3 days also, so it depends. यहाँ पे तो I was just taking this target कि I have to finish it in 4 hours. But chalo, we were trying to solve the questions also, na, queries also, that's why it took some time. Now see, whether carbohydrate, whether fat or protein, ultimate pathway of degradation is your TCA cycle. Always remember this. ओके सो ये जो एसिटाइल कोएंजाइम ए है, वेदर वी आर इन वेल फेड स्टेट, वेदर वी आर इन फास्टिंग स्टेज, वेदर वी आर इन स्टार्वेशन, so this is how, yes, and this acetyl coenzyme A will undergo TCA. Now what will happen to this NADH plus H positive? There are 3 NADH plus H positive, right? There is one FADH2 also. So what is the fate of these protons? Always remember one thing, हमारी बॉडी में कुछ भी वेस्ट नहीं होता है. Whatever is there, it has to be given out. अगर रह गया तो it will lead to a disease. So these protons, since they are positively charged, they will combine with an electron in the presence of oxygen to form water. And this water so produced is known as metabolic water, because it is produced as a result of metabolism of whatever stuff we are having in the diet, right? अब now see these protons, they will be, ये ऐसे होता है, this is very interesting, this is your mitochondria, ठीक है, and this inner membrane is invaginated to form cristae. This is the matrix. And one thing I told you, one student also asked about this redox potential. Beta, redox potential is what? Tendency to give electrons or tendency to gain electrons. Because always remember, biochemistry is simply chemistry. And whatever regulatory reactions are there, they are typically redox reaction. If something is losing electrons, there has to be some species which is gaining electrons. Up the tendency to lose electrons, the tendency to gain electrons is what is the potential. Just suppose if I am teaching so many students, with what potential you are going to understand that. Some will understand easily, some will take some time for that. Yes, it is chemistry for biology students, right? So that is what is, if I talk about SDH, I told you that all the enzymes of TCA are present in the inner mitochondria, in the matrix except SDH. Why? Because this SDL has low redox potential. इसका redox potential इतना कम है कि it cannot contribute to your more movement of the protons, and that is why, this is the reason why one molecule of FAD always gives 1 ATP lesser than what one molecule of NAD gives. So यहाँ पे, here this citric acid cycle is taking place, and here your electron transport chain is there. Very, very important. So this electron transport chain is simply transport of electrons with protons to form the metabolic water in the end. So what we do is कि this electron transport chain, whenever there is movement of a proton, there is release of energy. That energy is not wasted. In fact, that energy is utilized for the synthesis of ATP, and that process is oxidative phosphorylation. So ETC plus OP is equal to biological oxidation. And इसी बीच में there are two shuttle systems. Whatever processes are going on, there are two shuttle systems also which are going. One is malate aspartate shuttle, and other is glycerophosphate shuttle. So glycerophosphate shuttle is less efficient. So अगर malate aspartate shuttle आता है तो total 32 ATP are produced, and if glycerophosphate shuttle is there, 30 ATP are produced, just because of lesser redox potential. ठीक है, अब आ जाओ इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट चेन पे. अब नाउ सी ETC is coupled with OP. Okay, so there is a concept यहाँ पे, there are inhibitors, there are uncouplers. So inhibitors क्या होंगे? Inhibitors will be the one which will be blocking a particular complex, and uncouplers will be the one which will uncouple. जैसे हमारी जितनी भी weight reducing drugs होती हैं, वो क्या करती हैं? They work on this mode of action only, कि whatever energy which has to be utilized for the synthesis of ATP, that will be dissipated in the form of heat. ठीक है, सो ये जो इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट चेन है, इट कंप्राइजेस ऑफ 4 मेन कॉम्प्लेक्सेस. एक है कॉम्प्लेक्स 1, एक है कॉम्प्लेक्स 2, राइट, and both the complexes will transfer their protons and electrons to a common acceptor which is ubiquinone, or it is also known as coenzyme Q. And this coenzyme Q will then transfer to complex 3, and this complex 3 then will be transferred into complex 4. And complex 4 में you can say that simple cytochrome A1A3 oxidase is there and water is produced. This is electron transport chain which is occurring where? On the inner mitochondrial membrane. फिर questions are asked on inhibitors. Complex 1 में inhibitors हैं, complex 2 में inhibitors हैं, complex 3 और complex 4. So if we talk about complex 1 के inhibitors, the most common one is rotenone, right? Piercidine. If we talk about complex 2, the most important inhibitor is carboxin, malonate, and TTFA. TTFA is thionyl trifluoroacetone. Right? Complex 3 के inhibitors are all the hypoglycemic drugs, fenformin and metformin and all. They are the inhibitors of complex 3. And complex 4 के inhibitors are H2S, azide, carbon monoxide, and carbon or cyanide. So you can say these are the 4 inhibitors of electron transport chain. Clear? Yes, definitely after the class I am going to share this with you. ये तो हो गए inhibitors, right? I'll just write inhibitors. ठीक है, एक होते हैं uncouplers. Uncouplers बेटा क्या करेंगे? They will uncouple the two processes. मतलब whatever energy, मतलब वो ETC और OP को break कर देंगे. They will break it. So energy will be dissipated in the form of heat. So if we talk about these uncouplers, two types के होते हैं. One is you can say obviously physiological uncouplers and synthetic uncouplers. Synthetic uncouplers में example is 2,4-DNP, 2,4-dinitrophenol. And physiological uncouplers तो thermogenin हो गया, free fatty acids हो गए, they will come under this. So now have you understood? No beta, metformin is a inhibitor of complex 3. Always remember, complex 2 का inhibitor is carboxin, malonate and TTFA. Right? Complex 1 rotenone, complex 2 carboxin, malonate, complex 3 hypoglycemic drugs, complex 4 hydrogen sulfide, azide, carbon monoxide and cyanide. So this is what is the summary of electron transport chain and your this thing. Uncouplers and inhibitors, right? So here we finish up with the first segment. बेटा complex 5 actually क्या है? एक मिनट, सेकेंड. देखो बेटा, कॉम्प्लेक्स 1 क्या है? सबसे पहले तो तुम्हें यही पता होना चाहिए कॉम्प्लेक्स 1 क्या है. ठीक है, मैं बता रही हूं उसके बाद. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट कॉम्प्लेक्स 5, इट इज द सिंथेसिस ऑफ एटीपी. तो उसमें आ जाता है आपका ओलिगोमाइसिन. आई थिंक मेरे उसमें पीडीएफ में इट इज मेंशन्ड. ओके, सो yes, so you can say that complex 5 basically ये है complex 4 cytochrome A1A3 oxidase. Complex 5 is ATP ADP F0 minus F1 synthetase complex. Oligomycin is that. क्योंकि देखो पता है क्या होता है यहाँ पे, what is happening is कि यहाँ पे ना प्रोटॉन्स का कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ना शुरू हो जाता है. तो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज हियर F1 पार्टिकल्स आर देयर विच आर द कॉम्प्लेक्स 5 ones. जो क्या करते हैं, F1 F0 पार्टिकल्स, दे हेल्प इन सिंथेसिस ऑफ ATP. सो यहाँ पे इनहिबिटर आता है ओलिगोमाइसिन. देर आर टू बेसिकली, आई जस्ट राइट इट हियर. Oligomycin inhibits ATP synthesis. राइट right? एक और आता है इसमें एट्रेक्टिलोसाइड. एट्रेक्टिलोसाइड भी इनहिबिट करता है ATP ADP ट्रांसलोकेस को. राइट, क्लियर? So here we finish up with our first segment. No problem. Oligomycin, it is mentioned in the PDF also. Inophores also. Most of the antibiotics, most of them are inhibiting the synthesis of ATP. Okay. Right? So here we finish the first segment finally. Then after this we come over to, अब तो बचा क्या, we are left with molecular biology. Molecular biology, I'll try to again make it more simple. Let me search a place where I have to write it. कहाँ लिखूं? Wait 1 second. ये हो गया ना, यहीं पे ऐसा करते हैं. I'll just start from here. Okay. अब now see what all you have to remember in molecular biology. अरे एंजाइम्स, हाँ 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 हाँ, एंजाइम्स भी तो रह गया. My God, biochemistry is really so vast. Oh, I never thought like that. It should be like, चलो पहले ऐसा करते हैं, पहले we'll study enzymes, then we'll go to molecular. Vitamins is very simple, beta. Once all the metabolism is finished, na vitamins तो will be in one go. Okay. Enzymes में what you have to remember, एक तो enzymes are simply the biocatalysts which increases the rate of a biochemical reaction by lowering down the activation energy. Simple. ठीक है. Just the protein part, enzyme अकेले काम नहीं करता है. All enzymes are proteins except this ribozyme, where RNA has a catalytic activity. Peptidyl transferase is the name of the enzyme. ये तो चलो ठीक है, it is simple. Then you should know protein part of an enzyme is apoenzyme. Right? This apoenzyme, when it combines with a cofactor or a coenzyme, it becomes a holoenzyme. Right? This is, I'll just see, एक second, and I have made this also, no? Enzymes, हाँ इसमें करते हैं, it will be easy for us. Okay. Enzymes. Holoenzyme is what? It is apoenzyme plus your cofactor or a coenzyme. Up, what is a cofactor? Cofactor is a metal ion. Okay. And coenzyme is an organic molecule. And apoenzyme is protein part. So if I talk about, normally, if I talk about kinases, always remember kinase ka cofactor is magnesium. Except pyruvate kinase का cofactor is potassium. Right. Then carboxylation, very very important. Carboxylation का coenzyme is biotin or B7. Transamination is B6, which is pyridoxine or PNP. I'll just write the full form also, and biotin. Right? Then transamination के बाद then decarboxylation also PLP is there, B6 or PLP. But if we talk about oxidative decarboxylation is B1, which is TPP, right? And you can say what else? Transsulfuration, it is again your B6, right? So this is how they act. अब after this what inhibition तो हम बाद में करेंगे, पहले we will see. Then देखो, you know about the classification of enzymes. So classification of enzymes, I am not discussing about the classification of enzymes. Why I am not discussing the classification? Because you know OTH, LIL, all you know. जैसे oxidoreductases is there, then you can say transferases is there, like that. ठीक है? Then factors affecting enzyme activity में the most important one is, अच्छा ये भी question आता है. You should know about the factors affecting the enzyme activity. Right, इसमें questions आते हैं on the graph. So if I talk about factors affecting enzyme activity, always remember whenever we talk about temperature and pH, they always give a bell-shaped curve. And every enzyme has a temperature and pH optima, right? And if we talk about the substrate concentration में the graph obtained is a hyperbola. Hyperbola is like this. And which was actually given by Michaelis and Menton. And what equation they gave? Michaelis and Menton ने ये equation दिया था कि V0 is equal to Vmax S over Km plus S, right? And if we talk about the significance of Michaelis-Menten equation, significance is that it is inversely proportional, which means that if I say enzyme has low Km, that means it has high affinity. And the most important example of low Km high affinity is hexokinase, because even if the concentration of glucose is 0.00002 also, then also hexokinase will act. And high Km means less affinity, like glucokinase, which is actually isomer of hexokinase only. Hexokinase 4 is glucokinase. ठीक है, ये हो गया significance. Then always remember, when initial velocity is half the maximum velocity, Km is equivalent to the substrate concentration. Very, very important. When initial velocity is half the maximum velocity, Km is equivalent to the substrate concentration. Right? अब now see, उसके बाद आ जाता है इसमें inhibition is here, तो I will just show you the inhibition here. अब देखो, competitive inhibition, all of us know competitive means there is a competition, clear है. So I can say that what happens is enzyme combine करता है substrate के साथ, forming enzyme substrate complex and forms enzyme and the product. ठीक है, this is K1, this is K-1, this is K2. In competitive inhibition, the inhibitor is resembling, so inhibitor is binding with the free enzyme, forming enzyme inhibitor complex. So question is asked, in competitive inhibition, what happens to Km and what happens to Vmax? Always remember, Km will always increase because of the affinity of the enzyme with the substrate will decrease, and Vmax will be unchanged. ठीक है, अब तुम लोग ये बोलोगे कि ये दो ग्राफ्स क्यों हैं, बिकॉज यू नो दैट माइकेलिस मेंटन की जो इक्वेशन थी उसके अकॉर्डिंगली दिस वाज अ हाइपरबोला like this. So there was a scientist Lineweaver. Lineweaver ने क्या बोला, he wanted to convert it into a equation of straight line, y is equal to mx plus c. So he reciprocated the Michaelis-Menten equation, reciprocal कर दिया. So what happened was, it was like this. So this was the slope and this was the intercept. Straight line. So Lineweaver Burkes plot क्या है? It is depicting the straight line. So वही same चीज, if we talk about competitive inhibition, you can see that, because sometimes what happens is the graph is given and you have to identify to which inhibition it belongs. Okay, so suppose अगर हम इसकी बात करें तो you can say whenever, just write competitive inhibition में Km will always increase and Vmax will be same. अब यहाँ पे you can see this is first enzyme, ठीक है, this is first, this is second, so there is a change in Km, but आगे जाकर it is same, so you can say Vmax will be same. अब इसको when we extrapolated with the help of Lineweaver-Burkes plot, you can see again Km there is a change, this is Km, but Vmax is the same. ठीक है, this is competitive inhibition. And competitive inhibition में you can quote the example of, you can say जैसे HMG CoA reductase, statins, ठीक है, then you can say second example can be xanthine oxidase. Xanthine oxidase में you can quote the example of allopurinol, but allopurinol को हम most commonly we call it as a suicide inhibition. Why? Because when allopurinol is given, it binds with hypoxanthine and xanthine to form allopurinol hypoxanthine and allopurinol xanthine, which are more potent than the original ones. So allopurinol दोनों में आता है, in competitive inhibition also, in suicide inhibition also. ठीक है, then you can say anti-cancerous drugs जैसे methotrexate है, methotrexate is dihydrofolate reductase inhibitor, folate reductase inhibitor. ठीक है, देन आ गया हमारा नॉन कॉम्पिटिटिव. नॉन कॉम्पिटिटिव का मतलब क्या हुआ? देर इज नो कॉम्पिटिशन. ठीक है, सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज हियर द इनहिबिटर is combining with the enzyme also, and it is combining with the enzyme substrate complex also. That is why we always call this a non-competitive inhibition as most commonly irreversible inhibition. ठीक है, so if I talk about the examples of non-competitive inhibition, so इसमें we can quote the example of fluoride. Fluoride is an inhibitor of glycolysis. ठीक है, then we can quote the example of fluoroacetate. Fluoroacetate is an inhibitor of TCA. ठीक है, we can quote the example of arsenate, which is an example of inhibitor of glycolysis. तो नॉन कॉम्पिटिटिव इनहिबिशन में इफ वी टॉक अबाउट Vmax एंड Km, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर Km will be same but Vmax will decrease, and that is what is represented here. You can see that यहां पे क्या है, यहां पे change in Vmax is there but Km is same, you see. And if we talk about this again, Km is same but Vmax में change है, right? And then comes uncompetitive inhibition. Uncompetitive inhibition में the inhibitor always combines with the enzyme substrate complex, always. देखो, if we talk about competitive में you see ये सिर्फ it will bind only with the free enzyme. In non-competitive it will bind at both the sides, here also, here also. But in uncompetitive inhibition, uncompetitive में it will bind only with the enzyme substrate complex. मतलब ऐसा होगा, enzyme plus substrate forming enzyme substrate complex, dissociating enzyme and product. This will be the case. So what will happen to Km and Vmax? Both will be decreased. And this will be the graph which will be produced. Right? So these are the three type of inhibition. Very, very important. And this is, Michaelis-Menten equation I'll write here. V naught is equal to V max S over Km plus S. फिर एक लास्ट इनिबिशन इसमें जो बचती है, जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट इनिबिशन है, दैट इज एलोस्टेरिक इनिबिशन. राइट. अब एलोस्टेरिक इनिबिशन में बेटा ऑलवेज रिमेंबर देयर आर मतलब इंपॉर्टेंट पॉस्ट्यूलेट्स. Shiva is typing something. Okay, so what are the important postulates in allosteric inhibition? सबसे important, never follows Michaelis-Menten kinetics. Never. And sigmoidal graph is obtained. A sigmoidal curve will be obtained in this. कैसा कर्व हो जाएगा? ऐसा, like this. So it can be a activator. ठीक है? And it can be a inhibitor. राइट. सो एलोस्टेरिक का मतलब ही क्या है? बेसिकली इट इज फॉर्म्ड ऑफ टू वर्ड्स, एलो प्लस स्टेरिक. व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज, से दिस इज द एंजाइम एंड दिस इज द सबस्ट्रेट. ठीक है, एंजाइम सबस्ट्रेट कॉम्प्लेक्स बैठा है, बट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज दिस इज द एलोस्टेरिक मॉड्यूलेटर. ये क्या करेगा? इट विल बाइंड समवेयर हियर, कहीं पे भी जाकर उसको पिंग कर देगा. सो इफ इट इज पिंगिंग, इफ इट इज हेल्पिंग द एंजाइम इन द रिएक्शन, it is positive cooperativity, it is a activator. If it is not helping, it is a inhibitor. That is why allosteric inhibition को हम बोलते क्या है? It is basically allosteric modulation. Clear? ठीक है. Then after this we come over to the last topic in enzymes, isoenzymes. अब isoenzymes क्या होते हैं? Simply catalyzing the same reaction. ठीक है, but can be differentiated on the basis of three things: electrophoretically, immunologically, and structurally. Right? And example of isoenzymes is LDH, which has 5 isoenzymes. ठीक है, always remember in a normal individual, LDH1 is lesser than LDH2 or LDH2 is more than LDH1, but in a person with MI, LDH1 is more than LDH2. इसको हम बोलते हैं फ्लिपिंग रेशियो और फ्लिप्ड रेशियो. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इट इज नोन एज अ फ्लिपिंग रेशियो और फ्लिप्ड रेशियो. क्लियर? Tired or what? Now nobody is asking, nobody is responding. ठीक है, because I am just focusing on the main topics and you will see I'll try to cover each and every topic, nothing will be left as such. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे we finish up with the first segment. I mean like second segment also, enzymes and your this thing. Now after this we will be starting up with molecular biology. ठीक है, मॉलिक्यूलर बायोलॉजी में हम बिल्कुल फोकस करेंगे ओनली ऑन दोज थिंग्स जिन पे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. ओके, अब नाउ सी वी ऑल नो मॉलिक्यूलर बायोलॉजी रिवॉल्व्स अराउंड थ्री थिंग्स. ठीक है, डीएनए, आरएनए, प्रोटीन्स. वी नो डीएनए इज डबल स्ट्रैंडेड. ठीक है, डीएनए हैज बेस, डीएनए हैज शुगर, डीएनए हैज फॉस्फेट. If it is a nucleotide, it has three things. If it is a nucleoside, it has two things. We all know this. अब now see, ये जो bases होते हैं ना, these bases are the nitrogenous bases which are synthesized in the body. Okay, so bases are of two types: purines and pyrimidines. Right? Always remember purines are adenine and guanine, and pyrimidines are thymine, cytosine and uracil. Now these purines are synthesized by two pathways: de novo pathway and salvage pathway. Right? And if we talk about de novo pathway, this is the structure of purine because they are having N9 glycosides, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, N9 glycosides. So you can say that everything is synthesized in the body, and this question has been asked. N3 and N9 comes from glutamine, right? C2 and C8 comes from formate, right? N1 comes from aspartate. C4, C5 and 7 comes from glycine, right? And C6 comes from bicarbonate ions, right? This is how purines are synthesized. And if we talk about pyrimidines, pyrimidines are having this type of structure: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So you can say that N1 glycosides. So the major chunk comes from aspartate, this comes from carbon dioxide, and this comes from glutamine. Right? Now, what are the important points you have to learn about this? Okay. So what you should know about this is de novo pathway may always remember the rate limiting enzyme is, because देखो सारी चीजें तो one cannot remember also. Just remember, focus on rate limiting enzyme, which is PRPP glutamine amidotransferase. Right? And PRPP synthetase. ठीक है, de novo pathway is operative everywhere except brain, RBCs, where salvage pathway is there. Bas, that's it. ठीक है, salvage pathway is one step reaction, so there is no rate limiting enzyme for that. Now if ये थोड़ा सा इसमें आ गया, I'll just remove it. Okay, now see, if purines are synthesized, वही same चीज आ गई, metabolism. Anabolism तो हो गया, purines are synthesized, that means purines are degraded also. So what is the degradative product of purines? Catabolism. catabolic is uric acid. Uric acid from purines. The normal concentration is 3 to 7 milligram per dl. And what are the inborn error of metabolism? सबसे important is Leach-Nahan syndrome. Right? Leach-Nahan syndrome में the deficient enzyme is HGPRTase. Right? And complete deficiency of this is there. And what are the clinical features of this? You can say gout and self-mutilation. And it is X-linked. ठीक है, फिर एक और इसमें होता है केली सीगमिलर सिंड्रोम. ये केली सीगमिलर सिंड्रोम में व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि पार्शियल डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ HGPRT. पार्शियल डेफिशिएंसी. ठीक है, एंड व्हाट हैपेंस हियर इज gout is there, no self mutilation. Clear? Then third here is gout. Gout पे तो you already know, so there is no point explaining. Hyperuricemia is there, allopurinol is there, and there are so many reasons which can lead to gout. Alcoholism is also leading to hyperuricemia because it is interfering with this NADH metabolism. ठीक है, gout हो गया. और yes, एक और आता है इसमें SCID, severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. इसमें the deficient enzyme is adenosine deaminase. So ये क्या है? This is about purines. Then we come over to pyrimidines. Pyrimidines में always remember one thing, that the rate limiting enzyme, the question is asked on the rate limiting enzyme, and that is CPS2, which is a cytosolic enzyme. And if we talk about the inborn errors में सबसे important इसमें आ जाता है ओरोटिक एसिड्यूरिया. Orotic aciduria is the one जिसमें the deficient enzyme is, you can say, orotate decarboxylase or orotate phosphoribosyl transferase. Orotic aciduria 1, orotic aciduria 2. Orotate decarboxylase. And if we talk about the degradative products of pyrimidine, they are utilized in the body. So this is how these bases are produced, and always remember these bases will combine with deoxyribose or ribose sugar to form your nucleotide or nucleoside. Then DNA में what all you should know is, I'll just write the subheadings. DNA में you should know about Watson-Crick model. जो नहीं आता है, I'll just, you can, Watson and Crick model you should know. You know DNA is double stranded, then B type DNA is there. Then उसमें क्या होता है कि there are 10 base pairs present per turn, and the distance between the successive base pairs is 3.4 angstroms. ठीक है, then you should know about Chargaff rules. Chargaff rules का क्या है कि amount of adenine is equivalent to thymine, guanine is equal to cytosine, then adenine plus guanine is equal to thymine plus cytosine. These represent the composition of DNA. ठीक है, अब क्वेश्चन ये आता है अबाउट सेंट्रल डोगमा ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, द कोर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूलर बायोलॉजी. सो यू नो दैट DNA is converted into RNA and RNA is converted into proteins, right? And DNA is converted into DNA and RNA is converted into DNA. So if we talk about DNA to DNA, it is known as a replication. So replication को हम बोल सकते हैं it is DNA dependent DNA polymerase. Right. If we talk about DNA to RNA, it is known as transcription. ठीक है, इसको हम बोलते हैं डीएनए डिपेंडेंट, सॉरी, ट्रांसक्रिप्शन में क्या हो जाएगा, डीएनए डिपेंडेंट आरएनए पॉलीमरेज. Right? When RNA forms DNA, it is reverse transcription. So it will be RNA dependent DNA polymerase. क्योंकि most of the students get confused in this terminology. That's why I am explaining it again. ठीक है, so these are the three, and RNA से proteins तो simple translation में होता है, so there is no specific enzyme for that, right? So if we talk about replication, what are the enzymes? If we talk about transcription, what are the enzymes? So I have just made a list of this enzymes, so it will be easy for you. हाँ, ये है, देखो, DNA polymerase helps in polymerization or synthesis of the strand, synthesis of DNA. ठीक है, हेलिकेसेस एंजाइम क्या करता है, अनवाइंडिंग ऑफ डीएनए हेलिक्स. राइट. टोपोआइसोमरेसिस इज स्ट्रेस रिलीविंग एंजाइम. राइट. गायरेसिस इज प्रेजेंट इन द प्रोकैरियोट्स विच सर्व बोथ द पर्पसेस. ये सारा इन प्रोकैरियोट्स. DNA ligase is glue of DNA. It seals the nick of DNA. ठीक है. SSB stands for single strand binding proteins which are stabilizing DNA, stabilizing the replication fork. Right. RNA primer initiates replication. Right. RNA polymerase transcription. Right. Then amino acyl tRNA synthesis translation का fidelity enzyme. Rest post transcriptional और हाँ, restriction endonucleases, it is, they are known as the molecular scissors of RTT. Molecular scissors. ठीक है. PCR is polymerase chain reaction. Reverse transcriptase यहाँ पे हो गया. Chaperones are heat shock proteins. Right. So if we talk about replication, we all know that replication fork ऐसे करके बन जाता है. Replication fork ऐसे करके बन जाता है, you know. Right. And single strand binding proteins इधर आ जाते हैं. और always remember one thing, new strand is always synthesized in the direction 5' to 3'. Always. ठीक है. So अगर if I say that the two strands are anti-parallel, so if I say this is 3' to 5' and this is 5' to 3', right? This is the growth of the replication fork. So एक strand ऐसे बन जाता है which is known as the leading strand, right? And this will be known as the lagging strand क्योंकि ये ऐसे breaks में बनेगा. And this is known as lagging strand or Okazaki fragments or lagging strand. Right? ठीक है. एंड उसके बाद ऑलवेज रिमेंबर ये जो डीएनए पॉलीमरेज है, दिस डीएनए पॉलीमरेज is of 1, 2 and 3 types in prokaryotes, right? and it is alpha, beta, gamma, delta in eukaryotes. DNA polymerase 2 plays a role in a repair mechanism. And another important thing is कि once the replication is done, then proofreading is there. Right? Why proofreading is done? Just to check the mismatch base pairing. Mismatch base pair. ठीक है? Because if DNA is defective, there will be a change in the entire reading frame. So we know that whenever there is mismatch base repair, then spontaneous deamination of bases is there, nucleotide excision repair is there. So they have to be corrected. और correct कैसे करेंगे कि we have to just take that part out and we have to seal it with the help of DNA like this. Right? So इसमें तुम एक question आता है about this nucleotide excision repair में the example is xeroderma pigmentosum. Xeroderma pigmentosum. ठीक है, which is due to the result of this nucleotide excision repair और इसमें UV endonuclease enzyme is absent. और कोई क्वेश्चन इस पे? So far it has never been asked. Right? फिर भी I'll just share the list of the disorders with you. फिर उसके बाद after that then we come over to the transcription. ट्रांसक्रिप्शन में ऑलवेज रिमेंबर वन थिंग, जैसे इन डीएनए रेप्लिकेशन प्राइमर वाज रिक्वायर्ड, ट्रांसक्रिप्शन में नो प्राइमर इज रिक्वायर्ड, नो प्राइमर. ठीक है, वहां पे डीएनए पॉलीमरेज है, यहां पे आरएनए पॉलीमरेज इज देयर. And this RNA polymerase is 1, 2, 3 in eukaryotes, and it is alpha, alpha dash, beta, beta dash in prokaryotes. And here omega subunit, omega इसको sigma भी बोलते हैं कई जगह, mainly sigma. Sigma is the one which recognizes the promoter sequences. Right? So sigma subunit recognize, I just correct it otherwise. Sigma subunit recognizes the promoter sequences and they have to be rich in Tata box. Tata box, जिनको हम promoter sequences भी बोलते हैं और Pribnow box भी बोलते हैं. Box or the promoter sequences. Transcription हो गया, and what we get is we get hnRNA. Now this hnRNA which we get, it has two type of sequences. एक होती हैं exons, एक होती हैं introns. ठीक है, exons are the coding ones and these are the intervening ones which are non-coding, they have to be removed. And they are removed by a process of post-transcriptional modification. ठीक है, एंड इसमें भी यू हैव टू जस्ट रिमेंबर, क्वेश्चन स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड आता है, पॉली जी कैपिंग, poly A tailing, and third is splicing. No glycosylation, that's it. ठीक है, so this is what is post transcriptional modification. Question is asked on this, that one is capping second is tailing, third is splicing, because we have to remove the introns, right? No glycosylation is there. Is it clear? फिर उसके बाद आ जाता है then comes translation. Translation में you have to again remember that transfer RNA is required, which has a clover leaf-like structure. Right? And always remember this is the 3' end जहाँ पे CCA is there. And here the activated amino acid is there. So the question is asked in the exam like this, that activated amino acid is present on which direction of transfer RNA. So always remember 3' end पे CCA will be there. ठीक है? And this is, you can say, anticodon, and codon will be there on mRNA. So this is the structure of, इसको बोलते हैं clover leaf like structure. Right? Then comes, ये तो हो गया ट्रांसफर आरएनए, एंड हाँ ट्रांसफर आरएनए सेकेंड नंबर पे आता है. सबसे पहले आरआरएनए आता है, देन ट्रांसफर आरएनए, देन एमआरएनए. If we talk about the composition, rRNA is 85%, then is 15%, then is 5% of messenger RNA. ठीक है? Ribosomal RNA has, you know that prokaryotes में और eukaryotes में, prokaryotes have 70S, they have 80S. So it is 50S and 30S, and this is 60S, and this is 40S. Right? And this ribosomal RNA, smaller subunit and larger subunit. This subunit has two sites, A site and P site. A site is the acceptor site. P site is the peptidyl transferase site. Right? एक question इसमें आया है about only one thing, that translation में 3 processes are there, 3 steps are there. Initiation. Initiation में 2 ATP will be required. ठीक है? Then comes elongation. Elongation में again ATP will be required. Why? Because we have to transfer, form a peptide bond. And then comes termination. And what are the main steps of post-translational modification? Hydroxylation means synthesis of collagen. ठीक है? Then hydroxylation के बाद carboxylation, synthesis of prothrombin, right? Ribosylation, attachment of ribose group. Clear? So these 3 are the glycosylation, attachment of a carbohydrate. These are the 4 main post-translational modifications which occur during the synthesis, because proteins are synthesized inside the body. So whether it is collagen, whether it is prothrombin, these are the processes. Right? So this is what is central dogma of information. Then after this एक पीसीआर पे क्वेश्चन आता है. पीसीआर में भी सिंपल क्वेश्चन, वन क्वेश्चन आई हैव सीन. बेसिकली पीसीआर इज पॉलीमरेज चेन रिएक्शन. वी ऑल नो इट इज द एक्सपोनेंशियल एम्प्लीफिकेशन ऑफ डीएनए. It is the exponential amplification of DNA. Right? 2 raised to power n. तो जितने साइकिल्स होंगे उसमें. What are the prerequisites or the steps? तो स्टेप्स के लिए यू कैन से डीनेचुरेशन, एनीलिंग एंड इलोंगेशन. These are the 3 main steps, and this is the order also of PCR. Right? So I think this is all about molecular biology. ठीक है, और उसके बाद आई जस्ट शो यू माई PDF. इसमें PDF में यू कैन सी दैट एक तो ये वाला यू कैन जस्ट रिमेंबर दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट चेन, ये तो मैंने वैसे डिस्कस कर लिया है वाइटामिन से पहले. हाँ, मिनरल्स आई हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन, तो यू जस्ट गो थ्रू दीज मिनरल्स. इन केस ऑफ एनी प्रॉब्लम यू कैन आस्क मी. ठीक है, बिकॉज नाउ इट इज द टाइम टू वाइंड अप द सेशन ऑल्सो. So let's quickly go through the vitamins now. ठीक है, and now you will see कि whatever we have discussed, now it will be very simple for you to understand. If I talk about vitamin A, we all know retinol, retinol, because what you should know is vitamin A पे बहुत questions आते हैं. If you see this exam also, there were 2 questions which were asked on vitamin A. Biochemical function, vision, growth and reproduction. And if we talk about deficiency manifestations, we all know that the earliest sign is loss of sensitivity towards green light. And then the earliest symptom is night blindness. Right? Then you can say simple xerophthalmia is there. And there is formation of foam cells around the conjunctiva. And again, white dot spots ड्यू टू डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ विटामिन ए. विटामिन ए पे एक और चीज है, हाइपर विटामिनोसिस लीड्स टू, यहां पे आ जाता है हाइपर विटामिनोसिस में लाइसोसोम्स आर द वंस विच आर इफेक्टेड व्हेन देयर इज इंक्रीज कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ विटामिन ए. और बेसिकली ये होती भी वहां पे है उन लोगों के पास जो जो आर्टिक साइड रहते हैं, कोल्ड एरियाज में, हुज मेन डाइट इज दैट लिवर खाते हैं बियर का. सो व्हाट विल हैपन इज कि दे विल बी मोर प्रोन टू दिस. सो व्हाट हैपन्स इन हाइपरविटामिनोसिस, you can say alopecia is there, dry pruritic skin will be there, pseudotumor cerebri will be there, hepatomegaly will be there, and worst affected organelle will be lysosomes. Right? Then if we talk about vitamin D, vitamin D is simple calcitriol. Biochemical function, it regulates calcium and phosphorus metabolism. And always remember, vitamin D is, it is also known as sunshine vitamin. कहाँ पे synthesis होती है? It is synthesized in the liver and the kidneys. So what happens is whenever there is decreased concentration of calcium in the body, PTH is triggered. और PTH क्या करता है? It acts on alpha hydroxylase, which is 1 alpha hydroxylase, which is present in the kidneys, so that there is increased reabsorption of calcium, thereby increasing the concentration. ठीक है? Then deficiency leads to rickets and osteomalacia. Then vitamin E की active form is tocopherol. And biochemical function, इस vitamin को वैसे भी हम बोलते हैं vitamin in search of a disease. But the most important function is it works as an antioxidant, prevents aging, it has a non-atherogenic action also, so many important functions. And if we talk about the deficiency manifestations, deficiency of this leads to, अब देखो पेरिफेरल न्यूरोपैथी, अब एक और चीज इसमें है न्यूरोपैथी, राइट, स्पाइनोसेरेब्रल एटेक्सिया. Up here, one thing you have to remember that there is little bit of resemblance between vitamin E and B12, but here no megaloblastic anemia is there. Anemia is there. ठीक है. Then vitamin K की 3 forms होती हैं, but water soluble form पे question आता है, which is menadione. Menadione is water soluble. Right? Biochemical functions, you know that vitamin K is the only fat soluble vitamin acting as a coenzyme. Only vitamin. क्योंकि जितने water soluble vitamins हैं, no doubt they function as coenzymes, but this is the only fat soluble vitamin acting as a coenzyme. And what is function as a coenzyme? It carboxylates the glutamic acid residue in prothrombin. So carbon dioxide is attached, matlab COO negative is attached, so it will bind with calcium, maximum adherence will be there, and formation of clot will be there. And if we talk about deficiency manifestations, increased prothrombin time will be there, but there won't be no change in bleeding time. Right. Then comes vitamin B1. The active form of vitamin B1 is TPP. I'll just write the reaction because we have already discussed this, oxidative decarboxylation. Oxidative decarboxylation में 4 reactions are there. Conversion of pyruvic acid to acetyl coenzyme में. Chalo, I'll just write the name of the enzymes. PDH, it's a component of pyruvate dehydrogenase complex. It's a component of alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase. It's a complex of maple syrup में जो आता है alpha keto acid dehydrogenase. ठीक है? And fourth is it is a component of transketolase. And then if we talk about deficiency manifestations, beriberi is there. We know beriberi, dry is there, wet is there. Wet में edema is there, dry में there is no edema. ठीक है, one difference. And then if we discuss about the alcoholics में if they are deficient of B1, then again it leads to Wernicke's Korsakoff syndrome. And this is followed by Goa. ठीक है, ग्लोबल कंफ्यूजन, अटेक्सिया विल बी देयर, क्योंकि वर्निक्स का कंपोनेंट इज डिफरेंट. वर्निक्स का कंपोनेंट इज एंसेफेलोपैथी एंड कोर्साकोफ का कंपोनेंट इज साइकोसिस. राइट. देन कम्स विटामिन B2. विटामिन B2 की एक्टिव फॉर्म इज FAD एंड FMN. एंड करता क्या है? इट एक्ट्स बेसिकली, व्हाट आर इट्स फंक्शंस? इट एक्ट्स एज अ कंपोनेंट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट चेन. And other functions if we talk about vitamin B2, main तो electron transport chain का है. And deficiency manifestations, chelosis is there, glossitis is there, right? Then corneal vascularization is there. Then you can say seborrheic dermatitis is there. And angular stomatitis is there. And the most important question which has been asked about vitamin B2 is that it is a component of glutathione reductase. Glutathione reductase. Right? Is it clear? Then comes vitamin B3. Vitamin B3 की एक्टिव फॉर्म इज NAD. ठीक है, और niacin, nicotinic acid, whatever we can say. Vitamin 3 is the most important reductant which is present. And if I'll just write reductant or electron transport chain. And if we talk about the deficiency manifestations, we know pellagra. We have already discussed pellagra and Castle necklace. Right? Then comes vitamin B5. Vitamin B5 is pantothenic acid. And we all know pantothenic acid है तो it is required. SH-CoA है तो related to fatty acid synthesis जितने भी functions होते हैं they are catalyzed by vitamin B5. And if we talk about the deficiency manifestations, vitamin B5 की deficiency से Gopalan burning feet syndrome is caused. Burning feet syndrome. Right? If we talk about vitamin B6, vitamin B6 is a very, very important vitamin. Why? एक तो इसकी active form is PLP. It is required in so many reactions. Be it, I'll just write the reactions. यहाँ पे I'll write fatty acid. PLP is required for, you start from transamination. In transamination it is required, then in decarboxylation it is required, in transsulfuration it is required, right? Then this is also required in you can say tryptophan metabolism. So many reactions are there in which PLP is required. In fact, most of the proteins and amino acids के metabolism में the most important vitamin or coenzyme is this PLP. Similarly, glycogen phosphorylase का this is the major component of that. ठीक है. And deficiency manifestations will always lead to, क्योंकि देखो decarboxylation में GABA is produced which is an inhibitory neurotransmitter. So vitamin B6 नहीं है तो नहीं होगा, तो it leads to convulsions. There will be homocystinuria because PLP is required, so homocystinuria, increased concentration of homocysteine will be there. So many are there, right? Then vitamin B7. Vitamin B7 is biotin. Biotin is required for carboxylation, right? And deficiency of this leads to alopecia, sometimes eczema also, because biotin ka counterpart is avidin. If we start eating raw eggs क्या करेंगे? They will counteract the action of biotin. And biotin is obviously required for the hair growth also. ठीक है? Then we come to B9 and B12. A B9 is simply folate. Always remember beta, B9 is required for 1 carbon metabolism. Right? And if we talk about B9 ka deficiency, we can say that megaloblastic anemia is there. Because again, purine and pyrimidine synthesis is hampered. It leads to spina bifida. Right? And if we talk about B12 में एक तो cobalamin is there. और B12 का function क्या होता है? B12 का there are 3 main reactions in which B12 is required. एक तो conversion of homocysteine to methionine. ठीक है? एक in the metabolism of propanol coenzyme A and in the metabolism of ribonucleotide reductase. So since it is required in the metabolism of this propanol coenzyme A, so the main thing is that there will be degeneration and demyelination, which is the main characteristic feature of B12, which differentiates it from B9. This is very important. Baki to this is same. Megaloblastic anemia is there, right? But here you can say neuropathy will be there, which is, and why? Because there is demyelination. Why? Because of the formation of this malonic acid, accumulation of malonate, because methyl malonic acid is not converted into succinyl coenzyme A. And then comes vitamin C. Vitamin C is ascorbic acid. Right? We know vitamin C के इतने सारे functions हैं. It helps in iron absorption. Then it helps in the सबसे important synthesis, collagen synthesis में it is required. So very important because it is an antioxidant basically. So it is acting as it basically hydroxylates by acting this. And deficiency of vitamin C leads to scurvy. Then delay in wound healing will be also there. And wound healing. Right, and you can say there is formation of petechiae also all over the skin. So these are the vitamins. So I think from my side, the entire syllabus is finished.
Alright guys, so I hope this one shot program was very useful for you, है ना? So can I say that the entire subject was revised in a very quick amount of time? But as I told you earlier, this is not the end. Now what you have to do is, you have to attempt the test. And how will you attempt the test? You have to download the eGurukul app if you have not done it. And In this eGurukul app, go to the test section. In the test section, go to the QR test, and in this QR test, you will see the test of this subject. Click on that test, gallery or camera. They will ask for a QR code, and here is the QR code. Scan this QR code or download it and put it into your gallery, whichever option that you want, and you are good to go. Please make sure that you are not finishing your day without attempting the test. I wish you all the best for the test as well as happy reading, and I am sure